Morning. It's okay this week. It's okay. It's fine. Just run up the stairs. That's what that is. Hello, hope you're all well. You know some days you get up for work and you're just not feeling it. You just think, yeah, I'm going to get less than nothing done today. That's how I feel today. Not necessarily the kind of, sorting out, I'll get stuff done. I just thought, really can't be bothered today, which is the first time that's happened running my own record shop. I'm sure I'll snap out of it. I mean, I was listening to some classic 90s thrash metal rap rock on the way in, and that cheered me up. So, yeah. Anyway, so it's not going to be Gagathon a minute, this one. Not that they all are. Anyway, who's dead? I don't know who's dead, but there's a ding for them. Let's get a coffee on. Hang on a minute. Top production value, isn't it? What I do is, when I make me coffee, I heat my glass. Because it keeps the coffee warm. So if you're extra nice, you know I like it if you come in and ask for a coffee and then I heat your glass for you. If you come in and I make you coffee and I don't, I probably don't like you. So take that as a message. That's what we all do in life, isn't it? We do little things. Rather than tell people directly what's going on, you just do little things if someone annoys you. You don't openly go, you annoy me. What you do is you do little things like you don't hit their coffee cup and stuff like that. Aren't we all snidey as humans, aren't we? Talking about snidey, I saw everybody going off to the race course today, Aintree race course, and I was being a bit snidey and judgmental, because we all do it, don't we? I mean, who am I to judge, but I was. And I was thinking, God, look at all those brown pointy shoes and tight trousers and, tight jeans, like blazer, sports jacket, the suit jacket, pointy brown shoes. Again, I'm no one to judge, but I do have feelings about I do make judgments, particularly all of it. The brown pointy shoes thing, I've never really understood. Get it with estate agents, don't you? It's not about blokes, obviously. Right, what have we got on today? Oh, right, okay, so end of the month, we've got Liam playing. There's a poster. I don't know what that shadow thing is doing there, but so there's the poster. So Liam is going to be doing an in-store gig here, promoting his album, Who Put 50p in Him. I'm sure that's not how you really pronounce it. I'm sure you pronounce it. It's got to be with a Scouse accent now. It's got to be, who put 50p in him? That's probably how you pronounce it. Liam will put us right. So that is on April 29th, 4 p.m. As always, just like a free in-store gig. Come and support local music, support local artists. You don't have to buy anything, and if you're nice enough, I'll warm your coffee up for you. Not a euphemism. Right, coffee cup's warm. Do a lot of huffing and puffing. I've got nothing to huff and puff about. My life's fine. Oh. There was a thing in there, and now it's dropped through, and now I have to dig it out. Look, I never said there's any production value in these videos. If you've been watching any of these videos, you know there isn't, so you've got nothing to complain about. And if you're watching it because you want to see some records, I'll put a thing on what time to go to. It's normally about 5 minutes, isn't it? Let me see if I can get my coffee done. What else? Makes a noise, doesn't it? Oh, I've got a good weekend planned. I'll tell you more about that next week. But hopefully got a fun weekend planned of catching up with people and just having a laugh and doing a little bit of promo for the shop. Milk. Right, I'll do the milk and then start the records at 5, right? 7, 8, 9. Action! Hello everybody. If you come to see the records, it'll start right now. I'm just sorting out my milk on me. I don't know why I'm pointing, you can't see it. Coffee machine. So I'll just let that do its thing. I was just saying before to the people who watched the first bit, how sometimes you go into work, don't you, and you're just like, yeah, ooh, just going to push the mouse around today, if people have a mouse anymore. Or kind of like water the photocopier was when I first started work. That was the best one. You just pick up a piece of paper, you go, right, I'm just off to the post room. Just off to the post room. You go to the post room, and then you're just like, I mean, I'm never a smoker, so I can imagine if you're a smoker, that's one way of getting out and wasting time. But no, I'm just people who joined to look at the records have basically wasted a minute. So let's put 6 minutes down for the records. Welcome if you come see the records. Right, me milk's still doing. It's just done. They're all fully scripted, these things. Absolutely all fully scripted. It just shows what an expert I am, that I can keep to this script. Because it all looks like it's improvised, doesn't it? It's not. Give it a tip tap. Don't know why. Oh no, somebody told me. I don't believe them. Somebody told me something to do with air bubbles or something. But I think it's to do with spreading heat round. Okay, let's get on. Alright, what have we got? Beep, 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 beep. So, some new stock. I've definitely got some new stuff in for next week. And I might be buying a collection today. So there's definitely be stuff in for the next couple of weeks. I've still got loads of stock out the back from... I was pricing some of this stuff up. It's like a year old. And that's how it is. I would like to get everything out, but it's just sheer time to do it. And, you know... Some days where you're kicking a ball around, aren't you, on the field, and you just like, I'll get to that later. That is, so I don't, sometimes you put stuff out with no sleeve, but I don't really. They'll go in the £2 bin, but this is Phil Spector's Christmas album, so if you want a copy of that, it's obviously the repress. I've got a couple of copies, but even the represses of that are going for like 20 quid, so it's a fiver on that, and that's separate the person from the music, definitely in this case. Separate the murderer from the music, and that's an amazing album. It's the only Christmas album you need. Apart from the other one by what's his face who did Bring the Illinois, Sufjan Stevens. Look up Sufjan Stevens Christmas albums. Anyway, I've had a couple of copies of this in now, so here's another copy of GP with the fantastic opening up. Oh, and I've got another copy of this in, which is doing well. Something kind of thing. Todd Rundgren. In the Juki, that one, lad. That's in the Juki. Still got about a box full of T-Rex. Let me top, by the way. Green. That's meant. Is it meant to be like a yeah, obviously yellowy gold? But if you know your American football, you'll know what this one is. What team this is. Who I've always had a soft spot for. Repress, not with the poster. 20 notes. Dude from Free. Didn't he join Free as like a bass player? Didn't he join Free as like a teenager? But he's still a bit of a baby weirdy. But look how clean cut he is for that one. Looks like the dude who's gonna. He's like he's just in the advert for jeans, doesn't he? Is that Levi's? Takes his kecks off, sticks him in the washing. I bet you some people went out and did that afterwards and probably got arrested, rightfully so. Look at this. Slade and Flame. This is an ace album, and the film is really good. How does it feel? Obviously, but it's gritty. The movie. Come on, Noddy, get back in Slade, lad. That's what everybody wants. Oh, I mean, I'm sure. I think Dave and what's his face, the drummer. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I think they're still going, aren't they, in an incarnation of Slade? But imagine if Noddy and the violinist got back in. I think I'll pay for that. Definitely, I didn't pay to go see the Stones, but I'd go and pay to see a full reunion of Slade. Absolutely, definitely. Who wouldn't? Everybody be Cool in the Gang. Cool in the Gang, twice as cool. I mean, I'm not arguing with them. Are you arguing with Cool in the Gang? You want to be Cool in the Gang. You want to be in Cool in the Gang. Every day is a party day with Cool and the gang. Is it like Bobby Cool? I hope his name's. And that's his real name. I've decided. And he just got a band together and I said, well, why do we call it Cool in the Gang? He's like, yeah, alright, fine with me. Cheap Who comps, 15 quid. I wanted to play this. Latin folk. Spanish Latin folk. I might give that a little fiver on that. Give that a little go. More T-Rex. They did these double pack things, and I've got a couple of them on. Some are represses, and I think I've got one that is a first press in the T-Rex section, early 70s. When I think T-Rex has started to make it famous, but they'd done stuff as Tyrannosaurus Rex beforehand, and then they put out these double pack things. I'll just put my phone on airplane doodah. Not that I'm expecting anybody to call me. Apart from Noddy going, getting Slade back together. He's not a Scouser, obviously, but it was hotter than I expected. You know what, if you had to name a place in the country which probably had the most, I don't know, the best bands, the most significant bands that have made an impact on world music, I would argue Birmingham, West Mids. You know, pure, I mean, really, just not even for two bands, the obvious ones, but just for one, just for Black Sabbath, I would say. But obviously, Zeppelin come out of there, and they're the most important band, UB40. Specials. Maybe not influence on world music, but you've got like Slade and the Specials, and you know, if you're not into metal, but Judas Priest had a massive impact on the kind of like metal stage and world music, and just all those bands. I mean, obviously the Beatles changed everything, and influenced all of those bands. But a group of bands who really significantly changed things, invented their own genres of music, and Zeppelin did it with hard rock, and Black Sabbath did it with, it's not heavy metal, it's like doom rock, isn't it? Completely invented, it sounds fresh now, you go listen to, anyway. Soundtracks, got loads in. Just dug this one out of the racks, just to remind everybody. Oh, talking about metal, I've had this in, but Blaze Bailey's gone in for a triple bypass heart operation. He's living the metal life. So, best of wishes to Blaze Bailey. That's his real name, right? Don't question it. That's why he's formed a heavy metal band. So, best of wishes to Blaze. I hope you're on a full road to recovery. How did that get in here? You all should have listened to this band by now. Absolutely should be listening. Satan's Henchman. Signed copy. I've got a few bits and bobs in by the greatest band in the world ever, that's ever lived, ever. No question. If you want to come in, I'll explain it to you in an oral essay. Not a euphemism. Okay, Steve Village. Which one's this? Live Herald. So if you fancy a bit of, if you want a bit of Steve to come and light up your life. More soundtracks, Miami Vice. I had this on the shop yesterday. It was Boss, talking to a customer about it. We were saying, you know, had there ready break is my amusing quip on there, but I couldn't spell had right, and I couldn't be bothered to change the label. That's the sort of service you get in this shop, yeah? Heartfelt, but a bit of couldn't be botheredness about it. It's heartfelt. Doors Greatest Hits. All tracks specially remixed by the Doors. I doubt it, because he was well dead by then, wasn't he? So it's not the Doors, it's not all the Doors. Hello, I Love You Like My Fire, People Are Strange, cracker. Love Me Two Times, Riders on the Storm, Break On Through, Roadhouse Blues. Not to Touch the Earth, huh? Touch Me, LA Woman. I was like, is it Alabama song? Which is one that Show Me the Way to the Next Twisty Bar? Is that one? I run a record shop. It's the Doors. It's all pretty obvious. I should know. I don't. Again, sort of service. In excess kick. Honestly, T-Rex are becoming. I'm going to make new bags, and I think T-Rex are going to be the artist on the new bag, because it was Ultravox. Now wherever I look, there's just a T-Rex album looking at me in a kind of, you know, I'm on. I don't take drugs. It's the end of the 60s kind of look. That's got that end of the 60s with Nell and I look about it, hasn't it? I mean, Their complexion's probably a bit better than mine. I look like my blood pressure's about to explode, and they just look like, you know, cool cats, undernourished cool cats from the early 70s. Undernourishment isn't cool. I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this with the sound turned down, you're doing right. Tigers of Pantang. Boom. Look at the back. Right, we've had a few discussions in the shop about this. I mean, obviously, you know, yeah, and then these three in the middle. They've kind of bookended. Look at this dude. It's like, guess the singer. Yeah, it's him. And I would have thought the drummer was this dude, or he's the bass player, but he's not. He's lead guitar, back and vocals. So, this is so funny. Look at them there, right? John Deverell, lead guitar. Rob Weir, lead guitar. John James Sykes, lead guitar. This is like a public school, whatever you take the thing, you know, register. Rocky, okay, getting a bit more rock and roll, bass and back and vocals. Not rock and roll, particularly names, right? Brian, Big Dick, Sticks, Kicks and Bag of Tricks. So his name is Brian Dick. And his nickname in the middle is Big. It's not, you know, we're talking in one of the videos about having a cool name like, you know, Boogaloo Joe Jones and Pretty Bernard Purdy and all that sort of stuff. Bernard Pretty Purdy. Brian, Big Dick. But rather than going like, you know, drums, like lead vocals and harmony vocals, lead guitar and backup vocals, sticks, kicks and a bag of tricks. Wonder what he does now? Insurance sales. He's probably an estate agent. He's probably on the train going up to Aintree. Brown pointy shoes, like super tight jeans, blazer. That looks like it doesn't fasten. All blazers I put on look like they don't fasten, but I must be missing out. I've got to see them going in, and you know, I'll get to see them coming back later when they've all lost loads of money and paid what, like £8 for a pint or whatever it is. I'm not a fan. And with the, I think, anyway, it's not for me. Donna. Better get on, it's 1:45. I have a guess. Oh. Best of Bowie. More doors. Still got quite a bit of doors to get through that came in. Some Sparks, 12 inches. I've nearly finished getting through the Sparks stuff, and there's customers coming in for Sparks stuff. So, I'll try and remember to think on to send you some information over. Sparks Beat the Clock. Picture disc. Ooh, that's a bit rude. Is that a picture disc? No, it's a 10-inch record. I thought it was a picture disc. They do that on a few of theirs. That's probably the same. So more Spark stuff. More Supertramp. Again, she reenacted that, didn't she? That woman, she's like 90 odd. Double Fantasy. Supertramp in Paris. I'm gonna play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Love a bit of Supertramp. 10cc. Madge. Oh, excuse me. Record. The sleeve is a bit damaged. The record plays absolutely brilliantly. Madge. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm gonna judge, but who am I to do so? Rainbow. Oh, look at that. Kill the King, Man on the Silver Mountain. Yes, playing this. Drum solo lit up by searchlight on a helicopter is my understanding, is what happened at one of the Doningtons. That's getting played. Going out, getting played. White Snake, but you know, one of the early albums, 15 quid. Dabos, hang on. Like, no, we've already priced that. And that's cheaper, so that's going back. 2 copies of Slade in Flame. Cheap comps, got loads of them, tons, absolutely loads. That's got to go in the comp section. But come and get them. I think it's something like, I think they are £4 each, or scratching my nose, or 3 for 15. No, that's not right. you go into a shop and it's like, yeah, well, I buy one free or 3 for free, and I buy one and get one free, and you just sat there going, like in looking at the how much per unit thing in the Tesco's, and you're like that going, well, if I buy 8 Kit Kats, or I buy 2 packets of 4 Kit Kats, which one? Just put it in the trolley. Shouldn't even be eating Kit Kats with your blood pressure. Anyway, it's £4 each or 3 for 10. Loads of easy stuff, loads of Frank. Weird cover. Loads of Frank stuff, not an original collectible, just like comps and money making. I like this Tony Bennett one. He obviously went sunbathing with that on, etc. Loads of Tony. There's loads over there. There's Sammy, there's Tony, there's Bobby Darin, there's Matt Monroe. And then I've got loads in the cheap bin, but I do keep an easy section to come in and dig out some of the good ones. Smoking is cool. What Tony? Right, where are we? 21. We'll wait till we get to 22. I hope everybody's planning a nice weekend, or if you're watching this somewhere down in the future. I don't know. I don't know what it's all about. 70 subscribers now. What are you doing? What's going on? Surely it's summer coming up. Surely there's something better to do. I mean, you must be bored of these things by now, aren't you not? Okay, welcome to the collectibles section. What have we got? Stuff out the racks today. I have got some collectibles to price up, some interesting stuff. I think that'll be next week or the week after this video. But I'm just going through stuff off the racks, and hopefully I've not shown this before. And if I have, tough. Come in and buy it. Right, ELO, New World Record, red vinyl, original, 1978. Pretty cool. Something about the 70s coloured vinyls is pretty cool, isn't it? Hasn't got an embossed sleeve though, whereas the originals did have an embossed sleeve. This is a great album. Got some original Perps records on Harvest, Book of Talisman. I've got like the first 3 Purple albums. Blue Monday. Take my card out of there. Blue Monday. I think I've got about 4 presses of this, but this is the outvoted, UK first outvoted, misses the first beat. Got Major C's 73A1, 73B1. Boom. I'm not sure whether all first presses had the cut sleeve, but this one doesn't, and maybe it's not in the right sleeve. And if you come and correct me on that, I've got other presses which do have the cut sleeve, so I'm quite happy to swap them over. If that be your thing. I mean, I should know this, right? I'm meant to be the expert, but you know, I'm not. Freddie Mercury, Montserrat Caballé. I bought all this stuff when it came out because obviously being a big Queen fan, and now a lot of it is quite collectible because not a lot of other people, apart from big Queen fans, went out and bought the Freddie solo stuff. So there's a second single after this called How Can I Go On, and I've got them on picture disc and stuff up there, which I've never played because I didn't really like it. I bought it because it was Freddie. Barcelona's good. Obviously, he was stretching his talents there. Mark Lanigan, had that in for a while. And today I should be playing mostly Kool and the Gang, Rainbow, Latin folk, bit of Slade probably, and then every day you need a bit of Jello Biafra, Dead Kennedys in your life at some point in the day. Maybe you can swap that out for like Fishbone, Public Enemy, something like that. But I'd say have a bit every day in your life. You know what I mean? Anyway, listen to a bit of Lard. Get political, people. The power of Lard. If you've never heard it, I feel sorry for you. You've got to go out and listen to it now. Magazine, play. This is this now has a bent sleeve. No, it doesn't. 1980 UK. More crimson. Second press, pink. Uji flip. Pink rim. Not a euphemism. It's the label. Wacko pixie disc. What's the sound of? Looking for rare records? Ask me. I've got a load of rare records not on display. Cheers. From the old days, that. From the old days? 2019, when I started doing this. Ooh. Oh yeah, someone came in from the Liverpool Echo yesterday and was doing a little talk with a few businesses on South Road. And I think it was about how the road had changed and what types of shops were available, and is it just a nighttime economy or is it a bit of a mixture? And we were talking about having a bookshop here and having the bookshop downstairs and record shop upstairs, and you know, trying to make it there being other businesses on this road, but that might get overlooked. It's tough on the high street, I think so. Please do support your local shops, not just on special card days, you know what I mean, like Valentine's Day for shops. Don't just celebrate them on that day, just go and enjoy shops, particularly in the retailers are, you know, nice and friendly and warm your coffee cup up for you. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, first press. Iggy Pop, Lust for Life, 2017 HMV red vinyl theme today. And just to even it out, blue vinyl, red and blue. Everybody has REM blue vinyl. I've had that in for a while. Nothing new in the collectibles today. It's all stuff out of the racks, but I've got some pretty goddamn cool stuff. So I sold some Jacques Brel yesterday to a regular customer, and I got loads of Jacques Brel from France and just took them out in the shop for a £5. So they've got some cool records, and it reminded me of this Scott Walker Sings Jacques Brel album, which is cool. Shaki. That's not how it goes. I don't know why I did it in that. It's not even a mock French accent, is it? But that's good. Sly. Seemingly a very collectible UK piece. I don't know why it's that collectible. I'll revisit that and revisit the price on that and see why that's that much. Gil Scott-Heron. Suicidal Tendencies. 1987 UK. That's soul Latin jazz. Not really. Chili Peppers, Mother's Milk, original 1989. Their best album, in my humble opinion. It's got higher ground on it, hasn't it? I mean, you know, what more do you want? Stone Cold Bush, amazing. Fire, the version of Fire. Didn't that like set off Woodstock 99? Didn't that create all the havoc when they played their version of Fire? Johnny Kick a Hole in the Sky, that's brilliant. Magic Johnson. Subway to Venus is great. Magic Johnson is brilliant. Remember listening to that. Early days in Crown Records. Wedding Present, UK textured sleeve. Remember having a preconception of the Wedding Present, thinking they're going to sound like the Smiths, and they don't. So there's that cool sleeve. And then I threw this one in because I've got a copy of it, and this is what I was listening to on the way in this morning. Sensor. So it's just cheered me up. It's great, stacked up, brilliant. It's of its time, most definitely, but it's really a great record. So look, that's it. The other thing is I've got loads of vinyl cleaning products. Come on in and buy them. Got loads of them. They sell really well, and I don't want these to fall off, but there's my vouchers. Come in and buy vouchers. God, the iPad's gonna go west here, isn't it? And vinyl, Jesus, you can't see them. That was a complete waste of time, wasn't it? So I'm just gonna walk around because being lazy. So vinyl storage is what I was gonna say. Sorry, see my big head. My amusing cards, they're hilarious. Vinyl storage. Okay, so come on down the shop, come and support local music, come and support local shops and local retailers, and I've got the Atari and I've got the Juki. Nobody's got Where's Dolly yet. It's in there. Have a guess. Give me a letter between A to V and a number between 0 and 9. And I'll tell you if you've hit 9 to 5 by Dolly. Yeah, come down, enjoy the shop. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Beware of the brown pointy shoe brigade. See ya.